Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans here for a Saturday matinee edition of Minneapolis high school basketball. January 13th, 2018. We had a game scheduled Thursday against Russell here at home. They got snowed out, so here we are on a Saturday afternoon before tournament weeks start to get rolling the next 2 weeks. Tonight we entertain the Russell Broncos, starting off with the ladies. A little bit about the two squads. The Russell girls are tied for first in the league with a 7-2 overall record and 4-1 in the NCAA. Minneapolis is 2-7 overall and just go ahead and flip the league record. We're 1-4, having lost last night to Beloit 47-37 up there in Trojan land. The the Broncos are outscoring their opponents by an average of 57-44, while Minneapolis is being outscored by their opponents 42-37. This is the 64th game in the series. Minneapolis leads it 39-24 at home. We lead at 24-10, but Russell has owned the series basically for the last several years. They've won the last 6 in a row and have won 14 of the last 17 games, Mike.
Goodness.
And those last 6 games in a row that they've won, they've outscored us by an average of 24 points, 53-29. So they are a very good ball club. They've got some good athletes. Not any of them real big. They've had some big girls in the past. Look out for the Schulte sisters. Janae, number 12, a sophomore, and her older sister, Jacqueline, a 5'7" senior.
Plus Tiffany Dortland with the outside shot. I remember her, and she just in warm-ups there drained a couple. So they do have a combination of athletic and shooters.
Russell is in the top 10 of the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association poll, along with Beloit and TNT.
Now for the lineups for Russell, number 3, Tiffany Dortland, 2 guard, and for Minneapolis, Carolyn Giles. Zoe Shoup has a broken hand, we are told. She will be out for we don't know how long. For Russell, Janae Schulte. For Minneapolis, number 4, that's Kirsty Nelson, 2 guard. For Russell, number 22, that's Samantha Leiker. For Minneapolis, number 13, Courtney Walker. For Russell, number 25, the other half of the Schulte sisters is Jacqueline Schulte, the older. Might be just an inch or so taller. And for Minneapolis, Charisma Vigneri. For Russell, number 30, Lauren Myers. Quick forward. And for Minneapolis, the post in the middle, that's Faith Kornick. We're going to have to rely on her heavily, as we usually do, for points in the paint.
Exactly.
And we keep her on the floor and playing. Minneapolis does well on about every game they're in.
She has a tendency, unfortunately, to get in foul trouble early, which sends her to the bench early. That hurts the Lions. We have developed a nice freshman coming off the bench to help her out, Courtney Forte. What about Caroline Giles having to step in starting position? She's really started to come on in January here compared to what she was doing in December. She's playing a lot better ball, so I'm glad to see that she's done that in time to step in and take a leading role here on the Lions starting 5.
Kornick will jump center along with Schulte. Ball's up and tipped, controlled by Russell. Now down low, the pass back out front. Minneapolis man-to-man defense. Motion offense for Russell. Liker has it. Gets it out front to Dortland. Three-pointer on its way. No good. And rebound is pulled down out of there by Faith Kornick. Straight up, straight down with that rebound. Charisma Vigneri drives the baseline. Outlet pass was tipped, but Nelson gets to it. Rescues it. Giles all the way in she goes. Back to Kornick. Ball goes off the foot of the Russell defender. Now out front it goes. Walker, three-pointer, front rim, no good. And the rebound's pulled out there by Lauren Myers. Pass down low. Now back out front. Good ball movement by the Lady Broncos. Liker now inside to Schulte. And they're going to whistle
Walker off the foul, I think, yep.
Number 13, Courtney Walker with the push down low. First team foul, first personal foul on Courtney Walker. Inbounds play. Russell has it. Oh, nice jump shot by number 25. That's Jacqueline Schulte as she drove into the paint. Now full court pressure. Giles baseline shot, no good. And Kornick has it. And they foul her over the back. Good rebound by Faith.
Faith will go to the line for two.
Foul's on number 30. That's Lauren Myers. Kornick. Free throw. Good.
Gets Minneapolis off the snide here. 6:36 to go in the first quarter.
Second throw on its way. It is rimming off, and the rebound's pulled down out of there by Schulte. And they have a miscue bringing the ball up court. Anna Schulte, Janae Schulte, had it go off her toe, out of bounds. They turn it right back over to Minneapolis. Full court pressure. And the ball tipped out of there by Dortland. Minneapolis play it in. 6:23 in the first quarter. And they try to get the ball to the middle, and Kornick is there, pops the ball loose. Now it will be tied up. Possession arrow favors Minneapolis, and we'll get it at half court. Nelson plays it in to Giles. Lady Broncos fall back into a man-to-man. Entry pass to Faith Kornick. Now down low, Walker shot, good. Nice pass from Faith Kornick.
Gets the lines up 3-2.
Good extra pass. Now Minneapolis with a little full court pressure.
Throws it away. 3 turnovers on the Lady Broncos here. Pretty uncharacteristic, I'd say, in the first quarter.
Nelson plays it down to Giles. Carolyn to Charisma. Dribble drive. Shut down by Dortland. Back out front to Nelson. Left wing Walker now pass down low, and Giles has a shot blocked from behind. Dortland three-pointer on its way. Off the front rim. No good, and they get their own rebound. Good defense by Minneapolis. Schulte. Now Dortland has it. Dribble drive into the paint, kicks it back out front. Ready to shoot, and a three-pointer on its way by Janae Schulte. She was already posted up, ready to shoot when she got the ball. Faith Kornick shot off the back rim, no good. And Russell right there for the rebound. 5-3, Lady Broncos. for the cutter. Liker went through. Looked like she was open. Now the left-hand runner down on the baseline by Myers is up and good.
A 5-0 run here for the Lady Broncos.
Nelson picks up her dribble out front. It goes to Giles. Skip pass to Walker on the baseline. Now down low to Faith Cornick. Her shot just a little bit too far under the basket. Just couldn't get it up on the rim. Falls back down, and Russell has the rebound and the run out by Liker. She is fouled as she gets to the basket. Foul is called on number 32, Faith Cornick. That's her first. Front ram no good on the free throw by Liker.
Courtney Forte comes in for Walker.
Second throw is up and good. 1 out of 2 from the free throw line for Liker. Now we have a 2-on-1. Charisma all the way in. Shot is blocked. Forte had a hand on it. Russell all the way in. Rebound out of there by Faith Cornick. A couple of traveling calls. Oh, there's three-pointer. It looked good from here. Almost could have been a foul on Cornick over the back. Tipped by Cornick. It goes out of bounds. Probosco in to give Faith a breather. Man-to-man full court pressure put on by Minneapolis. Dortland, left-hand dribble. They have numbers and they get it up. Shot is rimming off, and the rebound pulled down out there by Nelson. Another shot by McNary, no good. And Russell claims the long rebound. Lady Broncos sets up the offense. Schulte has it. Another three-pointer on its way, no good, and Forte has the rebound for Minneapolis. McNary clears the timeline for Minneapolis. Nelson. And the reach-in foul is whistled against Liker, her first. Nelson to play it in for Minneapolis. 2:36 left first quarter. 8-3, Lady Broncos.
Ashley Reebrock comes in for Charisma Veneri.
Giles all the way around, bank shot no good. Ball tipped out of there, just far enough out that Giles gets the rebound. Probosco has it, off to Reebrock. And Giles resets the offense. And she is hammered by Dortland.
13 foul on the Broncos. The Lions with 2.
We play it in to Giles. Ball screen by Probosco. Double team, and Russell comes away with the ball, and all the way to the basket is Dortland, and she is fouled at the basket by number 2, Carolyn Giles. Dortland's free throw up and good. 2-shot foul. Giles first personal foul. Dortland second free throw is in as well.
Veneri and Cornick come back in. 8-0 run for the Lady Broncos here in the first quarter.
Charisma picks up her dribble in the backcourt. Forte has it. Good double team by Russell, and Courtney couldn't find anyone to throw it to. Tipped out of bounds by Russell, and we play it in. McNary resets the offense for Minneapolis. Kornick puts the ball on the floor, and she is tied up.
Possession arrow, 2.
Dribbled into traffic,
yep.
And they tied her up. Minute 39 left. First quarter, Dortland dribbles around the pressure. Schulte, baseline drive, skip pass to the other side to her sister. Dortland. Gano, I guess would be how you pronounce that. Into the contest. Jump shot, no good. Tipped out of there, and Forte has the rebound. Hands it off to Vigneri. Now here comes the double team. She dribbles around it. Coach calls a timeout with 1 minute, 3 seconds left in the first quarter. Minneapolis trailing 10-3. Russell can put some pressure on you. And we'll be back after this 1 minute timeout.
Thank you.
Forte, Giles, Kornick, McNary, and Reeprock in the contest for Minneapolis. Nice shot on the baseline by Charisma. Now Forte has the rebound, tries the outlet pass. Reeprock, long three-pointer on its way, missed off to the right. Hit the bottom of the backboard. Now Charisma, McNary with a big steal. 1-on-2. She tries to force it in there, has her shot blocked. Now Dortland has it, gives it up to Schulte. She tries to pass across, and it's nice defensive play by Reeprock. Tipped it out of bounds. Walker back in the contest for Minneapolis. Megan Peeler into the contest. Shot no good. Contested by Vigneri, and she pulls down the rebound for Minneapolis. Reeprock on the baseline. Dribble drive has her shot blocked. Lady Broncos, she knew exactly how much time was left in the first quarter. Stopped from quarter right at the volleyball line, jacks one up. It was close to going in. That's the way the first quarter will end. Lady Russell Broncos leading 10-3. We'll be right back with the second quarter here in just a minute.
Well, I would say the difference so far in this quarter, this first part of the game, is they're shooting better than we are. They've only rebounded this by 2, and actually have 2 more turnovers than we do. So turnovers have not hurt us today, as they have sometimes.
That is true. Possession arrow favors Russell, and they play it in here to start second quarter. Dortland all the way in, layup, good. Got all the way to the basket with the right hand. Her first field goal of the game. Giles throws it into traffic. There are too many Russell people there, and it's tipped out of there and picked up by Dortland.
Triple team on Kornick there. Offensive foul on
Myers.
The Broncos.
Moving screen in a way. Player control against Giles. Tried to move her out of there, and she's whistled with her second personal foul. Try to throw over the top of Liker. She's 5'8", 5'9". Now all the way to the basket is Dortland for another layup. Charisma Vigneri with the ball, running the point for Minneapolis. Giles. Now skip pass to Walker. Back to Giles. Baseline drive, shot. No good, partially blocked. Forte had it, and Walker ran into her, and they ended up with the Russell. Oh, a three-pointer off the front rim, and nice soft rim today for Dortland. It rolls in, and she has 7 points in about 45 seconds.
And the Broncos are on a 15-0 run.
playing his own.
Minneapolis took the 3-2 lead.
McNary from the outside, no good. That was a travel by Dortland. Minneapolis to play it in. On the baseline, McNary to play it in. Russell back into the zone. Out front, Courtney Walker. Faith Kornick muscles up a shot in the paint, and she is fouled. Got a double team as she headed to the basket. Foul is whistled on Liker. That's her second. Faith will have a two-shot foul here. Free throw up and no good.
Reebrock in for Giles.
Kornick toes the line. Second free throw on its way. It is good. 2 out of 4 from the charity stripe for Faith.
Timeout, Russell. Leading 17-4 with 6:03 remaining here in the second quarter. Dale Leach and Mike Perry for Eagle Communications Channel 20. We'll be right back. Back from that quick 30-second timeout.
Russell plays it in, and for some reason the buzzer goes off. Not quite sure why. We restart it. Russell has the ball tipped away from behind by Forte. Big hustle by Courtney. Now Reebrock has it in the corner. Dribble drive on the baseline. Shot up, no good. Forte with another rebound. They call a region foul on number 14. Peeler, that's her first. Walker looking for someone to throw it into, and McNary has it, has the ball tipped away. And the reach-in foul on Charisma is whistled. Her first. Minneapolis, fourth team foul. They get it in, Dortland has it. Schulte, now the pass is tipped away nicely by Forte, and last touch by Russell. Goes out of bounds. Schulte touched it last. Jacqueline. 5:29 left, first half. Forte has it. Puts the ball on the floor, tries to hand it off to Kornick. And the ball tipped out of there by Russell as Ashley tries the baseline. Reebrock to play it in for Minneapolis. Out front to Walker, back to Charisma Vigneri. Shot on its way, no good. Now the easy basket on the backside by Faith Kornick.
And a turnover. Vigneri comes up with it.
Her first basket of the contest. Now a bank shot by Charisma Vigneri down the lane, and Minneapolis with two quick baskets. Now they have a run out at the other end. Schulte with the left-hand layup, up and good.
Had a little 6-0 run going there by the Lions.
Excuse me, it's Liker with the left hand.
Turnover Minneapolis.
Right back to Faith. Kornick, she misses a rare shot from the elbow. Bank shot just rimmed off. And Russell there to claim the rebound. Now Dortland, three-pointer up and good. Kind of looked like she was three-point shooter in warm-ups. Forte back to Vigneri. Vigneri to Walker, dribble drive on the baseline, stops and pops. Ball goes to the other side, and there Faith Kornick is playing the rebound and the stick back. Dortland off to number 14, that's Peeler. And she gets a shot to drop on the baseline.
30-second timeout here for, I didn't see who.
Minneapolis calls a quick 30-second timeout. Well, there is Lifedale. We're getting a ball to drop. 3 or 4 shots here in the last.
We were stuck on 3 points forever, it seemed. I've got up to 10, but Russell keeps moving. They're up to 24.
Charisma Vigneri is going to need a breather here before too long.
They have outscored us in this quarter 14-7.
And she does get a breather. She's played the whole first half so far.
Kirsty Nelson comes in.
Forte to play it in to Giles. Nelson on the left wing, dribble drive into the paint, back to Walker. Now Giles in the corner. Walker with an open look, 3-pointer in and out, no good. And, oh, that's a travel right there by number 12. Good call as Janae Schulte get the ball down on the floor right away, and traveling is the call. Lumpkins into the contest as Janae Schulte gets a breather for Russell. Nelson all the way in the baseline, or down the paint. Her shot rims off, and Lumpkins has it for Russell.
Double dribble is the call.
Minneapolis had her defended quite well, and she couldn't put the brakes on. Had to put the ball on the floor one more time, and traveling is the call. Double dribble. 24-10, Russell by 14 here. 3 minutes left first half. Giles has it for Minneapolis. Right wing to Walker. Dribble drive on the baseline, shut down. Kornick has it, dribbles in, and they take it away, just flat take it away from her. Shot from the outside, rimming off. Russell has it down on the baseline. Now Dortland, shot no good. We get a hand on it, tip it right to Russell. Now we corral the rebound. And Dortland with the reach-in foul. That'll be her second.
7th team foul, so Carolina go to the line for a 1-on-1. Minneapolis with 4 fouls.
Dortland with 2, Leiker with 2, Myers with 2 for Russell. Caroline 1-and-1 here. Free throw, rimming off, no good. Saved nicely. Now Giles has it right back and taken away by a taller Peeler. Dortland going to crank up another 3. It's good. We're going to need to guard her. She has 13 here in the first half. Excuse me, 15 in the first half. Pass down low is intercepted by Dortland. She stops at the free throw line, hands it off to Jacqueline Schulte, and she shoots it in. Walker throws it over the head of Nelson and out of bounds. 29-10. Vigneri comes back in the contest. We're back underway, minute 38 left first half. Lumpkins down the right wing, Schulte. Back to Lumpkins, she looks at a 3. ball tipped away from her by Nelson. Schulte out on top. Down the baseline. Back rim no good. Gets her own rebound. Shot off the glass and good. That's Jacqueline Schulte. 21-point lead for Russell. McNary off to Nelson. McNary spotted up, and three-pointer on its way is good. Charisma McNary finds the mark from beyond the arc.
30-second timeout for the Lady Broncos, leading 31-13 as we get our first points again here in several minutes. We'll be back.
Welcome back to the gymnasium. It's a Saturday afternoon, Saturday matinee. Make-up games from Thursday, which was an oddity. Now Minneapolis full court pressure. Giles with good pressure on Lumpkins has the ball tipped away. Charisma chases it down on the opposite side of the floor, and Minneapolis creates the turnover. Now Nelson, shot is not close. Schulte has it. Back out front to the other Schulte. That would be Jacqueline. Janae. Peeler has it. Now a long shot on its way by Lumpkins, no good, and the rebound's pulled out there by Minneapolis. We have a run out. If Nelson can get the ball, she does, and she is fouled. Schulte, the defender, fouls Nelson as she gets to the basket. It will be a two-shot foul for Kirstie Nelson. First free throw on its way, almost got there. Front iron. Well, the girls look kind of tired, Dale.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they played last night.
Yeah.
So.
Where Russell had the night off, I think.
Second throw is up and good by Nelson. Her first point of the day. Good defense by Giles. Tipped out of there, and Russell will play it in. Free throw line extended. Peeler has it. Gets it to Schulte. 2-on-1 now. And they give it up. Number 4, Irvin, all the way down to the baseline, and then fell down on the ball, and they turn it over. Minneapolis stops that drive anyway, right at the buzzer, and that ends the first half. Minneapolis trailing the Lady Broncos 31-14. We'll be back with some point totals here in just a minute. Welcome back to the gym. Point totals for the first half. Russell Lady Broncos leading Minneapolis Lady Lions 31-14. For Minneapolis, Faith Kornack leads Minneapolis in scoring with 6 points. Charisma Vigneri has 5. Courtney Walker has 2. Kirstie Nelson has 1. And that rounds out the scoring. Minneapolis a little light today. Zoe Shoup has a broken hand and not playing today, and I don't know if she will be back this year or not.
I would be surprised.
Sure. Broken hand. For Russell, Megan Peeler off the bench with 2. Lauren Myers has 2. Jacqueline Schulte has 6. Samantha Leiker has 3. Janae Schulte with a 3. She has 3 points, and Tiffany Dortland has 15 points for Russell here in the first half alone. Big first half for Dortland. It took her out some of that second quarter, so she can run the floor and anticipates well. She has 3 threes in the first half. So
left her pretty much open every time she hit one.
Yep, you're right.
Team scoring by quarters, they outscored us 10-3 in the first quarter and 21-11 in the second quarter. And I can't remember what I said, but they had quite a run between the first and second quarters, at least 15 points, I think, unanswered. Rebounds, Russell's out rebounded this 20-15 in the first half. Shockingly, turnover-wise, Minneapolis with 10 turnovers, Russell with 14. That has not translated into any points advantage for the Lady Lions. Right now in standings for the league, the Lady Broncos, as I think I mentioned earlier, are in a three-way tie for first with a 4-1 record. Ties with Beloit and with Ellsworth. Sacred Heart is fourth with a 2-3 record. Republic County fifth, 2-4. Minneapolis and Elsaline are tied with 1-4 records for sixth place. In sub-state standings, TMP of Hayes is in first with a 9-1 record. Russell, Ellsworth, Beloit are tied for number 2 seed so far, 7-2 records. Riley County is another good squad, is 6-2. They got Hoisington at 3-5. Southeast Lean 2-6. Minneapolis is 2-7. The two teams that Russell has lost to this year, Central Plains by 33, and that's
a lot of people lose to Central Plains by 22.
No shame. No shame at all. 33-point loss there. And their second one was to Beloit, at Beloit, by a score by a 1-point margin, 45-44.
Well, bring us up to speed on the mid-season tournament coming up shortly.
Next week will be the first time that both squads have not gone to the Hoisington Winter Jam, and I think it was like a 9-year run. But when we went there, we were the only NCAA team in the league, which was very attractive to Minneapolis. We got tired of facing our opponents 3 and 4 times.
Somebody new, 1A, 2A, good 2A basketball teams go in there, Claflin.
Yep. Well, no, that was a Sterling. That was a Sterling. But Victoria, let's see, some of the other smaller schools that were in that, Ellenwood. When they started out, the team that's now in Central Plains was in it. Covera Heights was in that. I'm trying to think. There's another squad that's just not coming to mind. That's west of Great Bend a little ways. But first, Russell came in to replace Covera Heights into the tournament, and then a couple of years later another team went out and Ellsworth came in, and boom, boom, there's 2 NCAA squads besides us in there. And we end up playing them each 3 or 4 times a season. The coaches don't care for that a bit, and so we were not able to come up with another tournament where the girls and boys could go to the same venue. Minneapolis is going to the Adolph Rupp Winter Tournament in Halstead. Next week, the guys start off playing Halstead, who they lost to a pretty substantial margin in the Tri-County Classic at Salina, where next Tuesday, the girls here at home will face the El Saline Lady Cardinals on the 16th. That's the game I'll be at. Then the following week will be the girls' tournament week, and they'll be playing at Marine Academy, I believe, for a tournament down there.
Sweet.
But there's some big-time schools at this Adolph Rupp tournament in Halstead. I remember seeing Winfield, another good-sized school. I can't remember. A little above our division level.
A little above.
So we'll see how that goes. I think I've heard rumors that Minneapolis is going to try to get a mid-season tournament going here.
Yeah, that would be the logical thing to do.
If we can keep from getting Sacred Heart. And I see we can get some teams coming in from out of town for a little ways away. That get a girls and boys venue going here.
Oh, you could get Riley County in here. You could get Solomon.
Yeah. Be nice to see Elsaline come.
Elsaline.
Try to keep. It would be nice to have. If we do it to have a tournament with no other league teams in it. Not get overloaded with 4A squads. Of course, next year we'll be down to 2A next year with the reformatting of things. So, but that's kind of where the midwinter tournament things are right now. We get ready to start the second half again. The Lady Lions trailing by 17. Excuse me, 31 to 14. The Broncos are not tall by any means, but they're a very good squad. Basically control the ball very well, good athletic moves, and good shooters. And not as tired as these Minneapolis girls are after having played last night up at Beloit.
Giles all the way down the paint, gets a shot to drop. Dortland overplayed at the top of the key. Nice move there by Carolyn Giles. Dortland down low to Schulte, and shot is up, and excuse me, that's Liker with a left-hand shot. Goes in. Dortland will pick your pocket. Had a hand on that when it goes out of bounds. Minneapolis will retain possession. Nelson to play it in. Vigneri. And Faith Kornick misses shot. Now the Charisma has it. Kornick has another look. Giles gets it off to Faith. In the lane she goes, shot rimming off, and the rebound's pulled out of there by Russell. Liker has it, over to Schulte, back to Jacqueline Schulte. Liker has it. Janae, shot is tipped out of there by Minneapolis, and Nelson dives on it and knocks it out of bounds. It will be Russell, ball to play in, free throw line extended. Janae Schulte plays it in to Dortland. Crossover dribble. That's a double dribble, and yeah, there you go. Dortland trying to do a little bit too much. Double dribbles. Turns it over. Giles has it. Has her pocket picked by Dortland. Now she has a run out. Nelson tries to catch her. Layup. Good. Dortland, a pretty good defender. Playing with 2 personal fouls. Nelson has the ball tipped away from her, but picked up by Walker. Kornick drives into the paint, and a reach-in foul is whistled on number 30. Excuse me, that's on number 3, Dortland. That's her 3rd. Call that on the floor. We'll play it in. Nelson walks and then throws it away. Now Giles with the steal and the baseline drive shot up. She is fouled. Good play by Carolyn. Fouls on number 30, Myers. That's her 3rd. Cortland and Myers both with 3 personal fouls. Giles to the free throw line. Free throw up and good. 3 points for Carolyn here in the contest. Myers heads to the bench. Peeler in for her. Giles' second free throw, no good. Dortland from the outside was a three-pointer. That's up and in. Her fourth three-pointer of the contest. And she has 20 points on the evening. Giles hands it off to Kornick, and she slides out of bounds. It will be Russell ball to play in. Faith had the ball on her hip, just couldn't get it off of there. She lost her balance, fell out of bounds. Peeler off to Schulte. Like her left-hand shot, no good. Peeler with the rebound. Dortland looks at a three, drives in, gets it back to Peeler. Shot, no good. And the rebound, we had it for a little bit. Walker turned into the defenders, and they tipped it away from her. And it will be Russell ball to play in. 38-17. Comfortable lead by the Lady Broncos. Dortland out on top. Peeler gets it inside to Liker. Reverse layup, no good. Blocked by Minneapolis. Shot from the left wing, rattles in by Janae Schulte. McNary dump down pass to Faith. Forte intercepts. And there's a three-pointer by Charisma McNary, no good. And Forte on the other side with another rebound. Giles shot on the baseline, no good. Now Faith Kornick has the offensive rebound, and the stick back is good. Foul's on Jacqueline Schulte. Kornick gets the basket and will be awarded the and one here. Free throw, rimming off. It hung on the rim and fell off. Now she gets to the other end of the court and makes a play. Good hustle by Faith Kornick. Got all the way to the other end and tipped the ball out and made a play to keep Russell from getting to the basket. Nice job.
There's a walk.
Thank you. Liker tries to get all the way to the basket, tries to step through the defenders. She already picked up her dribble. Traveling is the call. And the pass down low is tipped out of there. The run out to Dortland is too far out in front of her. She couldn't catch up to it. And the ball goes out of bounds to Minneapolis. Charisma Vigneri. It's it off to Faith Kornick. Dishes it back to Charisma. Back iron, no good. The long rebound comes out to Carolyn Giles. Forte has it above her head. Now Nelson on the left wing into the lane. Nice pass to Forte. Shot, no good. Nelson gets the rebound, and now Dortland has it for Russell. Now on the backside, that's Schulte. It's a nice pass by Dortland to get Schulte the ball on the backside, and she had the easy shot. Nelson to play it in now for Minneapolis. Half court. We throw it into Schulte, or Liker, and now she's got a left-hand layup. It's up and good. (44-19). Russell having their way here. McNary. Giles. McNary from the left wing. Three-pointer up and good. Charisma with her second three-pointer of the afternoon. And 30-second timeout is called for and granted by the Russell coach. Is that a full timeout, Dale, or just 30 seconds?
I was a little napping.
44-22. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. Welcome back to the gym. Saturday afternoon makeup game we missed on Thursday due to the snow. Russell Broncos are in town. Liker has it. Gets it off to Schulte. They clear the timeline. Lumpkins. Now a little give and go, and Minneapolis got in front of that pass and created the turnover. We just created another one. Pass out of the reach of Kornick, tried to rescue it, and we turn it over. Peeler has it. Play in for the Lady Broncos. Liker gets it off to Jacqueline Schulte. She stops and pops, no good. And Charisma Vigneri, our leading rebounder, comes down with the rebound. Giles on the baseline, kicks it back out. Now three-pointer on its way. She hit another one. There we go. She's finding the range now, Dale.
44-25, Russell Broncos.
3 3-pointers by Charisma Vigneri. And there's a baseline shot by Schulte up and in. She has 10 points on the afternoon. 46-25. Lady Lions down 21. Walker tried to pick it up. It goes out of bounds. We turn it over. Peeler to play it in for Russell. Lumpkins. Schulte on the backside. Janae Schulte hands it off to Jacqueline. Lumpkins baseline drive all the way in. She goes. Shot no good. Has all bounced off the front rim. Foul is called on number 15. That's Charisma Vigneri. That's her second personal foul. Third team foul. Free throw rimming off for Grace Lumpkins. She'll get a second throw here. Second free throw on its way. Rims off as well. Yep. Faith Kornick with a lane infraction for the shot. She moved into the lane beside her. She almost did it again. Stepped on the line that time. They almost called it. Could have called it. Free throw missing by Lumpkins. She missed them both, or all three of them. Vigneri three-pointer, no good, and the rebound's pulled out there by Liker. Hands it off to Lumpkin. Tries to get it off to a teammate, Schulte, and we're there to intercept. Giles with a good steal. Now down low, Faith Kornick shot up. No good, but she is fouled. It's going to be a true shot foul. Foul's whistled on Jacqueline Schulte. That's her third. 3 personal fouls on Myers as well as Dortland. Kornick will have a 2-shot foul here. Free throw not in anywhere near the rim. A little short. Second throw on its way. There you go. That rimmed in.
Steal by Vigneri. Up and in.
Charisma with a nice defensive play there. Schulte.
Another steal.
Passes it rearward right to Courtney Walker. Travel. Dortland back in. Lumpkins. and Peeler head to the bench. Dortland tries to catch up to the ball and does. Now Liker all the way in. Jump stop. Shot up, no good, but she is fouled by number 13, Walker. That's her second. Free throw up and good. Liker 2 out of 3 from the charity stripe. That one front rim, no good. Walker has the rebound for Minneapolis. Reebrock into the lane she goes. Shot rims off, and Schulte there for the rebound. Nice dribble drive into the paint by Ashley. And the shot at the buzzer, no good. That's the way the third quarter will end. Russell 47, Minneapolis 28. Nice run there by Minneapolis. Get some points there, but we'll be back with the final quarter here in just a minute.
Welcome back for the fourth quarter action. The Lions outscored 16 to 14 that quarter. We were more active in getting points in.
Russell plays it in to start the fourth quarter. Dortland has it. 20-point performance by her this afternoon. Now down low, Schulte. Turnaround jump shot, no good, and Forte has the rebound for Minneapolis. Jump down pass, Nelson picks it up, and she is fouled. Pass was headed to Faith Cornick. Went over her head, Nelson right there, and Liker is whistled with the foul. It's her third. Nelson to the free throw line to shoot 2. Kirsty's third free throw of the day. No good.
Tabasco comes in for Cornick. Appears to be limping just slightly.
She got it. 2 out of 4 from the free throw line for Nelson. Dortland caught in the backcourt. Carries it.
Each team with 10 turnovers here in the second.
Good defense
half
by Minneapolis to get her to turn it over. Almost get Carolyn for the same thing. Now the shot is blocked by Myers. 1-on-2 for Russell, and we hustle back on defense. Now from the outside, shot rimming off, and Forte has the board for Minneapolis. Good rebounder. Nelson left wing, looking inside. Probasco is there. And shot up and good.
Kylie Probasco with 2.
Ooh. Dortland has it. Skip past the other side. That's Riker. And they're going to run some clock, looks like. 47-31. Dortland directing traffic. Dortland dribble drive, layup up and good. Kind of stepped through the defender there.
Yeah, timeout Minneapolis. Full.
Had a chance for a good double team there, but Dortland kind of stepped through the defenders and threw up a scoop shot. It went in.
6:13 remaining in the fourth quarter here. The Lions trailing by 18, 49-31. We'll be right back. Final 6:13 going here.
Minneapolis play it in. Courtney Forte plays it in to Carolyn Giles. We're underway. As Dale mentioned, last 6 minutes of this contest, Minneapolis fighting back. It's close. Vigneri, a dribble drive on the baseline, shot on the backside. Now Forte has it up and in.
Cornick, a nice steal, but throws it away.
Dortland all the way in, draws the foul. Two-shot foul.
Faith, as she was going out of bounds, had to throw it to somebody, and unfortunately it was to a red jersey.
Charisma Vigneri whistled with her third personal foul. Free throw up and good by Dortland. She'll get one more. She's 100% from the free throw line.
Way to talk her
into 75%.
Way to talk her in.
3 out of 4. That one rattled out. Nelson has it. Kicks it back out to Carolyn Giles. Nelson left wing. It's a ball screen. All the way in she goes. Double team. No foul called. Myers there. Cross-court pass is tipped by Cornick, but Russell there to pick it up. And the shot on the baseline by Schulte is up and in. She has 12 on the afternoon. Vigneri off to Nelson. Forte hustles after it. Now down low. A little bit too hard off the glass. The shot by Cornick. She's usually money on those. Good hustle by Forte.
Step in, reaching foul on Cornick.
Oh, frustration there. She knew she missed an easy one.
Fourth team foul, second personal. Russell with 5 fouls.
Dortland out on top, guarded by Nelson. 4:33 left in the contest. Almost a steal by Forte. Good double teams. There's another foul on Cornick.
Cornick with their third foul. Now team fouls 5 apiece. And they're going to call Courtney Forte for the foul.
Actually, she flopped on the play. Forte with a nice play. Good tight defense by Minneapolis. Out on top, Schulte guarded by Forte. Good no call down there. They were trying to draw the foul. Good double team.
Turnover of the Broncos.
They turn it over. We almost do. Nelson stops and pops. Puts her right in there. Nice shot by Kirsty Nelson. Now they have an easy one on the other end. Liker hits the left-hand runner. 3 minutes left in the contest. Charisma Vigneri. Now Nelson's feeling it. Shot good.
A 3-ball. 54-38. And a steal by Vigneri. Layup.
Oh, we missed the layup. Dortland rescues it for... I don't think so. That's not a good call.
Foul on Nelson, I guess.
She was planted. Yes, they did whistle the foul on Nelson. Dortland could not stop her momentum, runs into Nelson.
Be a 1-and-1 coming up. 17 foul on the Lions.
Dortland misses.
Could have been a foul on Russell on that rebound.
Could have been.
Should have been, but we got the ball.
And they call that as it's tipped out of bounds. Schulte touches it last. It'll be Minneapolis ball to play in. Trying to get it down low to Faith Cornick. Looks at a three. Giles out front to Vigneri. In the paint she goes. Left-hand layup, no good, too strong. And Cornick has the rebound and the stick back on the backside. Nice play by Faith Cornick.
The Lions have crawled back to within 14 with 2:28 remaining here in the final stanza.
Well, they're starting to get their legs back, Dale.
Yep. We were down by over 20 at one point. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yes, we were.
We'll be back.
Welcome back to the gym. Minneapolis fighting their way back into this thing. There's a 14-point lead now for Russell, 54-40. And Minneapolis with full court pressure. They get it in. Liker has it. Excuse me, that's Schulte. Gets it off to Dortland. Play tight defense, no fouls. Here for another minute or so, and then we'll have to start fouling. We tried double team out on top, and Forte does a good job tipping that ball out of there, or they would have an easy stick back. Now we get it down low. Faith has a shot, rims off. Prisma Vigneri, no good. Dortland has it for Russell, and Schulte pass is behind Liker and goes out of bounds. A little sloppy play there by Russell.
Got a full timeout by Russell. Well, Mike, it's a little, we've seen a little bit different play by the Lions in the second half here that we didn't see in the first half. Started to see that against Southeast Saline. I talked to the coach a little bit up at Play Center on Tuesday, and we saw a lot of defensive pressure put on by the Lady Lions against Southeast, but they weren't expecting, obviously. And we're starting to see that here in the second half against Russell. It's producing some points.
Yes, it is.
Coach told me that he tried throughout November practices and December to put in a man-to-man press. It never seemed to click. And in the Christmas break, they put in a zone press that clicked right away in practice. And so that's what they started doing against Southeast straight out of the Christmas break.
Pretty effective.
And you're seeing that a little more effective here in the fourth quarter here against Russell too. And I like it because the Lady Lions are just not on the defense. They're not. We've seen them turn the ball over many times against presses, and it's good to see them be the aggressor. That's what I was trying to say. Get the spit out. There we throw it away.
Russell back into a zone after the timeout, and we don't get a shot. But our press, as Dale mentioned, has been pretty effective. And the reach-in foul by Vigneri on Dortland. She'll go back to the free throw line. Prisma will have to watch it here. That's her fourth personal foul. Dortland, it'll be a 1-and-1 for Dortland. First free throw up and good. Four out of 6 for Tiffany. At 5 out of 7. She gets them both. Minute 30 left in the contest. We could use a 3 right here, couldn't we, Dale?
Yes, we could always use 3s.
We can't hang on to it.
No time's not good enough for a 3. Might be some coaches argue with that. As long as they count, hey, take it.
Now the coach is just wanting to run clock as he gives a signal to his point guard. Dortland on the baseline, kicks it back out front to Liker. Back to Dortland. Ooh, almost a walk by Myers. Dortland picks up her dribble, gets it off to Liker on the left wing. Now Schulte in the paint she goes. Jump shot good.
43 seconds remaining here in the final stanza.
14 points by Jacqueline Schulte, all in the paint. She's been deadly from 6 to 8 feet. Now down low to Kornick. Out front, Charisma. In the corner, Nelson shot way short. Kornick had a hand on it, could not control it. And Schulte picks up the loose ball.
12 seconds.
That should do it. Minneapolis with a good fight back here in the fourth quarter, and 2 possessions, we turn it over. It should have been a little closer than that. 58-40 is the final score. Russell Lady Broncos victorious here Saturday afternoon. And that's Shoop's shooting hand. I don't think she'll be playing this year anymore, my opinion.
If it's broken, I would agree. If it actually is broken. They've got some kind of little cast on it. Protective device.
Boy, they shut that off pretty quick. What was that? We had 40.
Yeah.
They had 50.
We got the yakking.
7. I think it was 57-40.
We'll ask our neighbor over there. We'll be back.
Welcome back to the gym. Final scoring for Minneapolis. Faith Kornick led Minneapolis. She ended up with 11 points. Charisma Vigneri had 13, so 2 players in double figures. Courtney Walker had 2 points. Kirsty Nelson had 7. Caroline Giles had 3. Courtney Forte had 2. And Kaylee Probosco had 2. 40 points for Minneapolis. For Russell, Megan Peeler off the bench had 2. Lauren Myers had 2. Jacqueline Schulte had 14 points. Samantha Liker had 10. Janae Schulte had 5. And leading all scorers here tonight, Tiffany Dortland with 25.
Wow. How many players did they have in double figures?
Had 3 in double figures.
By quarters, Russell led after 1, 10-3. They outscored us big time in the second quarter, which was the story of the game, 21-11. They outscored us by 2 in the third quarter, 16-14, and we came back with the 1-point advantage in the final stanza, 12-11, for that overall 18-point final advantage here for the Lady Broncos as they increase their win streak over Minneapolis to 8. You don't see this very often. Of course, these are unofficial stats, but a real oddity. Rebounds, 34 apiece. Turnovers, 28 apiece.
No, you don't see that very often.
Of course, those aren't official, folks, but that's what my pen put down. So next Tuesday here at home, the Lady Lions will host the El Saline Lady Cardinals. As Minneapolis now goes to
2-8.
2-8 overall. See if we can get another victory here at home against El Saline next Tuesday. We'll call this into an end and be back with the boys shortly.